Breaking news coming in at the top of the hour. Tense scenes have been witnessed outside the house of BJP MLA Aseem Goel in Haryana's Ambala. Farmers have gherao the BJP MLA's house in protest against delay in crop procurement. Protesters say the protest will continue till the government starts paddy procurement. So those are very tense visuals that are coming in from Haryana's Ambala right now. Farmers are protesting outside the local BJP MLA's residence because of delay in crop procurement. Farmers groups in fact have said that these protests and agitations in fact will go on until the date which has been now fixed for paddy procurement. They are protesting that delay in the date which has been announced yesterday itself. Farmers' organization said that farmers will be protesting across various local leaders' residences. Those are scenes from Ambala. Manjeet Sehgal is now joining me live on this. Manjeet, tell us more details about these visuals that we're seeing on our screens right now, coming in from Ambala specifically, where farmers' groups are agitating outside the BJP MLA's residence.
Well, follow me, the paddy procurement starts usually from 1st of October, but this time the union government has delayed it by at least 10 days. It will now start from 11th of October, following the late maturity of the crop due to the monsoon, which has been extended at least by 15 days. So the farmer unions and opposition had demanded that the procurement should start immediately, or failing which they will start protesting against the Jananayak Janata Party and Bharatiya Janata Party MLAs and MPs. So this is part of the protests announced by the Haryana Union of Farmers led by Gurnaam Singh Chuduni. Besides Goel, other MLAs are being gherao by the farmer unions in protest against the late procurement of paddy crop. And in neighboring Punjab as well, farmers have announced similar protests and have requested the government to start procurement immediately. Even Punjab Chief Minister Charanjit Singh Channi also met the Prime Minister yesterday and requested him to start the procurement, as the farmers had already harvested the crop and the rains can damage the harvested crop.
Right. Manjeet, can you explain for the benefit of our viewers as to why the centre has set the deadline of 11th of October? As you said, it usually starts on the 1st of October, but why the delayed procurement of paddy? The Union Ministry for Food has, of course, given an explanation about the high moisture content, which would in fact make it unsaleable, the grain unsaleable, and hence they've delayed it. But for the benefit of our viewers, if you could put things into perspective.
Well, follow me, it is due to the extended monsoon season that there is a moisture present in the crop. That is why the government has asked the farmers to delay it at least by a week or 10 days so that the moisture is not there in the crop. When there is a moisture in the crop, then it adds to the weight problems, and the crop is not procured as per the norms fixed by the Food Corporation of India and other agencies. So the union government has asked various farmers, but farmers unions are saying that they have been sowing various varieties of rice, which out of which some of have already matured and some will take some time. But those varieties which are already matured should be allowed to be harvested and brought to the local grain markets. So farmers, a sizable chunk of the farmers in Punjab and Haryana have already harvested their crop, and they are in a fix, have been left high and dry by the union government's order.
Right. Those are very tense scenes, in fact, Manjeet, that we're seeing from Ambala right now, where farmers groups, like you said, who have, of course, announced that they will be agitating until the procurement deadline, which is the 11th of October, across various, locations with leaders of the Bharatiya Janata Party outside their residences, as well as the ally party as well. These visuals, what are these farmers unions actually saying? Because as far as the Union Food Ministry is concerned, they are very, very clear about the fact that this would make it very difficult for them to sell the grain. But they're of course saying that, some of those crop varieties can be sold right now. Wasn't any sort of truce possible? Were there any sort of talks that happened before this?
Well, as far as the farmer unions are concerned, they have turned the union government decision as anti-farmer and a conspiracy to harass the farmers who are already agitating against the three contentious farm laws. Farmers are already angered, and they have been now appealing the government to start the procurement. The union government, on the other, had clarified why the procurement has been delayed, but the farmers are not ready to buy the arguments or the causes
Right.
cited by the union government. They are asking that the procurement should start to stop the farmers from losing their crops, as the weather is very bad and rains are taking place at various places.
Okay, all right. Manjeet, thank you so much for all of those details. So farmers groups over there protesting in Haryana's Ambala against the delayed procurement of paddy, the deadline for which has been set by the centre of 11th October. They say that paddy procurement will in fact start, but the farmers group and those unions want it to begin immediately.